Hello and welcome to the WE I'm going to start off by saying that I am completely aware that we're really just getting into Dragon early summer. It's a big project. I'm going to keep at it, but we're going to do something else too. Got to fill in a little bit, break the mold, do what we can when we can. I'm not at all disappointed in Dragon early summer. Its introduction videos was one of my best ever, definitely top 10. But my top video of all time was, for some reason, because apparently you guys are crazier than I am, it's about economic development, how to run an economic campaign. And it talked about a little bit of a investment system and how you might want to run some stuff involving the economics of adventuring. It's, well, like I always say, it's a big subject. World building always is. And world building is just one small part of D&D. So I'm going to start a series on how to run an economic state. Basically, the idea that the party has taken control of an economic unit. So in this case, it'll be a small town, and we will work it up. You can do this to run a kingdom. It's just more numbers, more things you got to take into account. You can do it on any scale that you want to. We're going to take this in pieces. This is the introduction to the series, so we're not going to get very deep here. I'm going to try to make each one as standalone as possible. There will be overlap, but there should be overlap. This is a little bit complicated, and I'm still getting my thoughts all in a row, and like anything, my thoughts evolve over time. And your thoughts are going to evolve over time too. You might be a one mindset for one episode and a different mindset for another. And it's going to be worth it to listen to them all. It's like taking a class in school a little bit. You don't change completely to a new subject every day. You review and rehearse and come at things from different angles. During these episodes, we're going to move slowly forward in time, kind of using the Bastion system as a guide. Our first block of videos are going to be from 5th level to 8th level with the adventuring team that we're discussing. We're going to do some backstory today, but that's essentially when you start picking up Bastion perks, when you can start getting some buildings, and it's also where I would argue that picking up followers and hiring henchmen, all that kind of stuff becomes more accessible, more possible. All of this has everything to do with the relationship between the DM and the party, with the things that you each want to accomplish. I'm going to say this in every single video. If the players aren't on board, if the DM's not on board, this kind of campaign is not going to work. Pretty sure I got a paragraph a little later on this same thing. So coinciding with the rest of the Bastion system, 9th plus level is another important point. And there's a couple of more phases on at even higher levels, and we'll just see how far we take this thing. There's a lot of related subjects. There's the thing about followers. There's the economics of spellcasting. What happens if you try to build a welfare state based on a Temple of Mercy? Is it possible? Will it self-destruct? A lot of these are opinions, and it's all in the public eye. We're talking about fantasy. We're not talking about real life. I don't care what your political views are, and if you care about what mine are, then you're going to have to find out a different way other than these videos. This is not a real life simulator. The Ponderosa Posse. Those are our boys. Probably some girls too. They have decided to invest in time and wealth in this little corner of their region. I'm going to go with a Western theme. I don't know why. It's just flavor. You can do this with anything. I mean, typical medieval Europe, African settings, Eastern settings, whatever you want to do. I feel like doing Western. We're going to make an assumption that the adventuring team is the most powerful people around at any given point in this. There might be some other people coming and going. I'm not saying we're not going to take advantage of made-up NPCs that are higher level, but it's not going to happen much. These are the guys that want to be here, and they're the highest level ones to get the job done in the immediate area. Oh, yeah, there's that paragraph about how you guys all need to be on board. I've already done this, so we're going to skip over most of it. I will say, in a normal campaign, you do some planning, you go out, you delve in the dungeon, you have your semi-planned encounters. You're moving along a plot that involves fighting things. Here, the planning is your character sitting around a board table figuring out how to spend the year's budget. The wandering monsters of this type of game are mine collapses and field blight. And as a DM, it's your job to figure out how to make this interesting to run. But you should have an advantage because you shouldn't try to force this upon players that aren't expecting and anticipating and wanting these kinds of problems. There's a middle ground here. There's no reason that your players, your characters cannot go off adventuring from time to time. Every minute of every day in the settlement doesn't have to be hands-on for them. However, regular play, which is something that you're going to have to negotiate. What percentage do you want it hit and miss? How do you want to split up the time? But regular play is going to be more about how much rainfall are you getting and what are the current exchange rates. So, our starting conditions, our backstory for our premise here. Adventuring team gets together. I don't really care how. They are local. They have family around. Give them lots of reason to have ties to the area. Give them friends. Give them loved ones. All the things that DMs do with a backstory to make the players care about the world. Mission number 1. A wealthy man, Mr. Armitage, has hired the party to scout a large area of arid land for resources, agricultural potential, threats, and so forth. This can easily last 3 sessions and get your party to second level. This block ends with the discovery of an electrum deposit near water. For those who don't know, electrum is an alloy comprised of silver and gold, often found with quartz and diamonds. Second mission for the party: go out and bring in settlers. Guide them out to this area, help them get set up, take care of immediate threats, make sure they're safe. Again, this isn't in the purview of our talk here. We're not going to go through the details of how these encounters might play out, but this is another level. This is another 3 or 4 sessions. And it's going to lead into third mission, is dealing with some local threat around the immediate area. This is going to give your party interactions with the settlers. They're going to get to know some people. You're going to get to establish some fun NPCs. And the party is going to get to do some fighting. It can be anything from any kind of significant creature, probably CR8 BBG, after a number of encounters. Obviously, hopefully, the PCs prevail. The town has a direct reason to call them heroes now. Next, the party discovers that the head of the operation, the local miner, the local engineer, is corrupt. He's a pain in the ass. He's difficult to deal with. He's not good for the mission. The party, you can run this however you want to. I probably overstated how I would run it. Basically, they would have some negative encounters with this guy, some negative conversations, some things that leave a bad taste in their mouth, but not enough to start a fight. So this last mission, before we really get into the economic part, is the party being recalled to Mr. Armitage. Not entirely sure why. He just wants to talk to him. They get back to the city, about a 3-week trip. They find him dead. Some research, you find out that he was wanting the party to come back essentially as bodyguards and to investigate this evidence that there was an attempt made on his life once, that he survived, and then of course by the time the party got there, the perpetrators had executed their foul deeds. Through your ability as a DM, you're going to create a little mystery, or you're going to steal something from the internet, and the party is going to find out that it is indeed the obnoxious mining engineer that orchestrated all this in hopes of making the mine his own. The party has the law on their side. They have backing. They have presented evidence. They go marching back to town, which in Mr. Armitage's memory, they're going to name the town Armitage. And they arrest or deal with however that dynamic works for you and your party. But they take care of this bad guy official. And that leaves a vacuum of power. You've already set all this up. Your session 0, you had talked about things will occur that put you in a position to take control of this town. And the majority of the campaign will talk about economic concerns. And so it's a little bit scripted, but the way you have set this all up, I mean, it's still going to be a fun 15, 20 sessions of all the characters leveling up to level 5, getting to know each other, getting to know the town, and really starting to feel invested. And this is the exciting part. Now they get to start making decisions. I also feel like 5th level is where characters really start to become heroic, where they start to stand out above the mob. They're not really just normal people anymore. Their magic is getting pretty wild. Hit points are a real thing. They can take a lot more punishment. You can go out and, wrestle bears, take on gorillas, not even 100 to 1. I'm not participating in this trend. That's for other people. These are going to be short videos, and this is where we're going to start the series. I hope you enjoy it. I hope that you like the format that we're going to try here. I'm teaching this, handling this a little bit more like I'm teaching a system as opposed to just blabbering about stuff. But I don't know. We'll see how that goes. In the meantime, I'm glad that you could all stop by. I enjoyed our time together. Cheers.